You're watching National Streaming Sports. Over 20 podcasts, 70 shows, and a 3.5-star rating on Roku TV.
All right. That sound like Matthew McConaughey a little bit there. Let's drop this a bit. Gotta move. Dummy, there we go. You are getting the captain's view pretty much straight up. The folks over there on Instagram. Gary just joined. Good to see you. Getting the pretty much like a crotch view, which is sorry and upsetting. But I probably need to do that and get rid of this one. I got the schedule. Do I need that? Yeah, I guess I don't need this. So I can, yeah, I'm trying to get rid of Windows so that it's not what do you call it? Bringing down the broadcast. Yeah, I won't let the Bucks fans get me down. Thank you there for that, John. Kind of late, but it's just one of those things. So how are you today, Richard Day? Yes, I'm coming at you live, and thank you, Richard. I love Rich. You are going to be in Houston, right? Because Richard is my buddy that lives there in Houston. And so, yes, I am coming to Houston. I can't wait to get back to Texas. I can't wait to get back to Houston. I think I said, call the Hall of Fame today. Let's get really. Are they taking phone calls for that? I'm going to show that. Okay, let me see that. In fact, let me get a screen. Let me get a screen capture of that. That would be something. That would be something good to capture. See if I can do that. Yeah. Okay. I got the screen capture there. Really? Are Are they taking phone calls? They should. They should, but we'll see. Let me put that screen capture here on mine. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Ho games. Oh, Ho games. Boy, that's a Freudian slip. As a truck driver, seems to go, that schedule's going to be hard to make. Yeah. And it's good, but it's bad. Especially with you driving trucks, Brian. I get it. Oh, okay, so you're in Louisville. Hey, how far away is Louisville from Indianapolis? Because I might stay with you. And are you going to the Indy game? I might be going to the Indy game. I was with my buddy, and hopefully he'll pipe in. I was talking to my buddy John today, and John's like, dude, are you going to Kansas City? And I said, I was thinking about it. But as of like a couple hours ago, I'm definitely going to Kansas City. 4 hours. Okay, so Brian's a trucker. He should know. 4 hours. Is that doable? Can I hang out with Rich? Are you going to Indy, or am I gonna need to find a place in Indy? I got actually Mr. and Mrs. Raider are up there. Maybe I can crash on that 1.5 hours. We can work it out. Brian, you said 4, and then Rich is saying 1. And Rich, are you sure it's only 2 hours? Huh. Check that, Rich, because and I'm very happy that for example, and hopefully he's in on this broadcast next year for the draft. I'm going to be staying with my buddy, and you guys know him, Jimmy Farrell, who's in Pittsburgh. So I'll be hanging out with that, and it saves money on hotels. These hotels that I'm getting are part of my package. Oh, it depends on your foot. Well, yeah, if you got a lead foot, Rich, I understand that. Oh, did it? No, it didn't go in. So I didn't think it went in. Yeah, no. And he's on it. Okay, I'm watching hockey. Right now it is, what is it? 1-1 in the third period. Carolina and Washington. Carolina's winning the series 3-1. Wow. But Indy, I'd like to go to, but it's because I want to see Stu, and I actually need to get a hold of Stu, see if Stu's going to go. If Stu's going, then the likelihood of me going to Indy increases. With my buddy John checking me, saying, "Hey, are you going to Kansas City?" And I will dress. Get this, I will dress accordingly for Kansas City, because for the most part, let me get this right. For the most part, their fans are cool. They're they got the air knocked out of them. Finally, that fucking felt great in the Super Bowl. So they're not as smug. They've been smug for such a long time, but they finally got a bit of that smugness kicked right out of them. But for the most part, the fans are really cool. Oh, okay, yeah, it's in a truck. Yeah, I got a truck. I don't know if I could drive. I don't know if I'm going to drive my truck up there, because I am driving. Get this, I am driving, or plans right now. I'm planning to drive to New England. I'm going to check the Red Sox schedule. Is Jeff here? Let me know when Jeff LaFontaine gets here. I got to figure out if I'm one of those people on his couch that week. And if that's cool. Yeah, there's Jimmy Farrell. I was talking about you. Jimmy, I just letting him know that you're my dude for the draft next year, I'm hanging out with Jimmy Farrell. And I appreciate it. And your wonderful wife. Don't want to forget her. But I got to, hopefully when Jeff LaFontaine gets here, we'll talk about, and and I saw did they get Rick Tocchet? If that's true, that's great. That's who I wanted as their head coach, was Rick Tocchet. He's one of the better coaches around. I think he's going to unfuck all the shit that, Torts did. Torts he's a good coach, but, you get the grind with him, and he fucking wears out his welcome real quick. I mean, within a year or two. So if Rick Tocchet is the Flyers head coach, that's great. I don't know. I hope I'm not missing anybody over here on Instagram. No more referee. Hopefully, John's talking about the referees helping the quiz. I'm hoping that all of that shit with it's official. Thanks, Jimmy Farrell. I've been, like I said, I've been busy. I'm always busy. I mean, even though I'm not working, I'm busy. I'm doing shit. I'm always doing shit. So hopefully tomorrow, the turnover in the house with the remodel, hopefully that will be done. And then there's other things going on. Again, I'm getting my rooms for the Vegas games. What's upsetting is that I am not at DLR for any of these games. I forgot who number 21. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, Sharif? Seriously? I mean, if that's a joke, ha, ha, ha. I'll tell you this, Sharif. Okay, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Who is the best third baseman of all time? The best third baseman of all time. He's in the Hall of Fame, too. Don't forget my gift tomorrow. Jimmy, if you're expecting a gift tomorrow, I can sell you $1. That's not being cheap. I'm just right now. Let me tell you why. Okay. I still owe for the remodel. No, it is not Wade Boggs. No. Wade Boggs is in the Hall of Fame, but Wade Boggs is in the Hall of Fame as a Sock / Yankee / Ray. Okay, thank you. And this was, thank you, Sharif. I would have been really fucking upset at you. I would have been really upset at you. And I didn't want to have to turn around and show my ass, literally, for the ass you. And this is one of my favorite jerseys. I mean, this was the jersey I wore for the one Phillies game that I went to. So I went to two. The pet was it last week. I remember Steve. I got a Steve Carlton 32. This style. In fact, it's the blue one that like the 70s. I love that. This uniform, because this is the away that they were wearing. I think it's an alternate, but the blue one, the powder blue. I got a Steve Carlton powder blue, and it was when they didn't have their names on the back. So it's a huge 32. I'll wear that sometime. And when I get this room squared away, I know it's all these things that I got to do. There's a list. I do them as I can. Unfortunately, I get fucking tied down with honeydews. This has got to be done. That's one reason why I like to go on trips. So back to point, I booked 5 rooms in Vegas with my Hilton points, and I'm just getting the studio pluses, right? Because what do you need a room for in Vegas other than to sleep and get ready for your next event? And if you're lucky enough to do more than sleep, there you go. I mean, seriously, I got my Hilton points. I got my timeshare. I use it. That's what I use it for this time of year. I got to see if the Hilton has Raider E73. You're not coming to New England, are you? Yes, I am. That's why I was asking if Jeff LaFontaine was here. I'm driving to New England. I'm going to start. In fact, I'll probably start about a week prior. You going to the game? Yes, I'm going to the game. I am going. I've never been to New England, Raider E73. Steph Cologne, 24. Thank you for being there. Thank you. You're getting this version. You don't get the dick yet. I should say the cock shot. You are getting I am wearing shorts. See, but come on over to YouTube, please, Steph, John, everybody else. Yeah, see you. I see you. And Sharif, we were talking about this last night. No, I don't got tickets yet. They're going to be probably about $1,000 for front row, which is about normal. Maybe higher, but yeah, I will. I will get that. Yeah, and see you in New England. I haven't been to New England. That's another reason why I'm going to New England. Haven't been there. I'm going to Philly. I haven't been there. I am going to Washington because I have been there, but not for a regular season game. When I went to Baltimore this past year, I hadn't been to Baltimore for a Raiders game. I was there for a Ravens versus somebody's game because my girlfriend at the time, I call her my girlfriend, she was my gal pal. She was a season ticket holder for the Ravens, so she took me to a game when I was in Norfolk. So it was around. When was I? God. Around 20-something years ago. So anyway, I went to the Ravens. It was nosebleeds, and so I had been to the stadium, and now that I've gone to the Ravens game, so I can knock that one off. But I still need to go. Yeah, you better go if you live right down the street, E73. But yeah, I got to go to New England because that is the farthest north stadium that I have not gone to. I've been to Seattle, and they're about even. I got to go to New England. And I was thinking about this, and Sharif was talking about this last night. How the games in New England tend to be letdowns, and Sharif was saying that the defense, the three defenders are going to give away shit. Can't wait. Jess says the night before he's trying to put. Yeah, you better. 73. As I said, I gotta ask if I'm staying on Jeff's couch or if I'm going into a hotel room. Bradley Arcelis, thank you for being over there on Instagram. Thank you, Rad. Come on over to YouTube. Ken Clark is here. Ken is here, and he is he's pretty much now a regular. He's like Matt Marinovich And, Frippa, who comes in and screams Raiders, Sharif is pretty much, one of those guys too. But the one thing I like about Kenneth Clark is not a Raiders fan. He's a Jags fan. And it's nice that he's here in Florida and he hits the show. So I salute you, Ken. Thank you. Well, maybe one of these days on my way up on the trips, Ken, you'll have to hit me up via like my Instagram or on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram and message me. Say it's you. And I don't know how far away Palatka is from like 95 or 75, but it'd be nice to meet. No, I don't think Violators go in there 73. But yeah, Sharif was saying yeah, that's about the intelligence. It's not really that. I think that they can give them a lot of intel that they really need. We haven't beaten the Jags in a long time. Yeah, it's been a while. I think we're going to beat them this time. Well, technically, Sharif, do you count the Hall of Fame game? Because we did beat the Jags in the Hall of Fame game. Not that Ken Clark was worried about that, but yeah, the Jags are coming. I think that's one of the games that I got my reservations for. I'm just kind of bummed that I'm not at the Alara. I got rooms at the Alara. My room that I bought for the timeshare is an Alara room. And there were no rooms available at the Alara during those days that I was looking, and they're probably getting snatched up as we speak. For the other three, and for the first weekend, I haven't even looked yet. I know for a fact that that's going to be hard to get. So I'll look for that after the show, because it was one of those things where they said, well, you got to use 3 days. I don't want to use 3 days. We'll use 2 because it's a Monday night game. So I'm thinking maybe, when I drive back from meeting Raider E73 and hanging out with Jeff, and I haven't met Jeff personally. I said I don't know if I'm one of the guys on the couch or if I'm in a room in Connecticut. It's only a little bit, I'm sure, from where the New England Raider boosters are to the game. And I look forward to meeting everybody. Yeah, look forward to meeting you. But getting back to what Sharif was saying, I saw an article today, and it was not only is it those, the Intel collection thing, it was who wants the revenge game more? The revenge game. That's what they're calling it. The revenge game. The McDaniels Raiders revenge game, where Raider fans want to really fucking kick McDaniels' ass as the Patriot, and McDaniels wants to show up the Raiders too. And I think that I mean, yes, he's not the head coach, but that is going to play a part in that game. Rhode Island and Foxborough like 35. Okay, so it's spitting distance. It's spitting distance. So I'll find. Hopefully, like I said, I'll be on Jeff's couch if he has room. If he has room, I'd like to be there. Yeah, exactly, right? That's what I was saying. I didn't even think about it, Sharif. It's the Raiders and the Pats, that thing. It's those 3 guys that left and the guys that stayed. I didn't even think about the Josh McDaniels shit. Seriously. You know why? Because I forgot about him. And that's a good thing. Having memory loss of something you want to fucking forget, that's something you want to fucking forget. So it is Thursday. It is the normal night. I want to welcome everybody. If Mayor's first time back in Foxborough, you know what else is the first thing? The first time back in Foxborough since he's been affiliated with the Raiders. That is some guy whose initials are TB and his number is 12. Since Tom Brady has had his stay with the Raiders, this is going to be his first time back in Foxborough as well. Yes, great. The other thing is that, did anybody else see the news today that Charles Woodson is looking to get a slice of ownership with an NFL team? Did anybody see that? I did. And it's not with the Raiders. No. It's not with the Packers, who he spent, I think, 7 years with. Charles Woodson is looking to stake an ownership claim with the Cleveland Browns. And if you don't know, if you can't get the connections, let me tell you the connections. Yeah, John Wayne said it. Thank you, John. Yeah, Sharif. Wow. Here's the thing. We all know. Hey, there you go. Matt Marinovich is here, so it's official now. We all know that Charles Woodson went to the University of Michigan. But Charles Woodson is from Ohio. Ohio. So he left Ohio to play for the hated Wolverines. And I don't know if, I'm sure Ohio State had an offer of a scholarship. I'm sure Ohio State had an offer of a scholarship. And I'd like to, if I don't know the story of why he basically told Ohio State to piss up a rope. That's the clean version. Because there's always that you don't really think about. I remember that when we had Jerry Robinson on the show, Raider great, the linebacker, the War 57, the inspiration for Violators jersey, that Jerry Robinson had a scholarship offer from John, or no, I'm sorry, was it McKay or John Robinson? I think it was McKay. Before McKay, I think this was it was either John McKay before he became the head coach of the Bucks, or John Robinson, who was a coach, a renowned coach. I'd have to figure out the dates. But he had a scholarship offer. This is a little bit of a upsetting story. I'm hoping that I'm not fucking up the fine points. We'll have to ask Jerry about this. But Jerry's brother was I believe he was killed via gun violence, and Jerry was going to the funeral, or had the arrangements to take care of his brother's remains at the time, and somebody from USC, basically the basic thought was, fucking forget about it and come to USC and for your visit, or don't worry about that. We USC are more important than your family stuff. And because of that, Jerry Robinson said, "Oh, fuck you." Maybe not literally, but in his mind and in his actions, told USC, "Fuck you," and he went to UCLA. And he remembered that. The burning of what USC had done to him. That's why he's a proud Bruin. And I remember hearing this, and I'm like, makes sense. If you are that close with your family, and I'll admit this, I came from a very dysfunctional family. I think some people know, but my father was in the Navy for years, and he was gone a lot. And I was probably the closest to my father, other than my mom, but they where it ends. They didn't divorce for a long time. Boy, we were all, me and my brother, my half brother. See why there's a dysfunctional thing here. My mom and my dad divorced after I was out of the house. I was in the Navy. My half brother, who didn't know he was a half brother until my mom died. Yeah, that's a lot of fucked up things going on. But what was my point? Dysfunction. I had a very dysfunctional family. Not a lot of, my brother's been gone for about a year and a half already. My mom's been gone since 2019. My father died in 1990, 95 or 96. I think 96. I took my father's loss the hardest, but I'm it. And I hit my 60s, thank goodness, and I thank God every day. God, Allah, Yahweh, however you pronounce your tidings to the Supreme Being. I thank him for me being here. But I have no real, pardon me. I have no linear family, except for my friends and family of Raider Nation. Hey, Captain, you hear about Travis Kelce complaining about their game in Brazil? Fuck him. So Travis Kelce is complaining because the Chiefs got to go down to Brazil to play the Chargers in Brazil. The opening, that's their first game, and so they got to travel. Wah. I say that. Oh, this is pineapple. I was wondering why it tasted funny. I was thinking it was a lemonade. It's a pineapple. I like it. I'm trying to be healthier. I do have a pure leaf tea, but this is sparkling ice water. 0 sugar, vitamins, and antioxidants. I had plenty of but yeah, so there it is. So Travis Kelce is upset. Fuck him. And I know Brian is a truck driver, but I was looking, and we discussed this last night as well. This schedule is favorable for the Raiders. It's a lot of Taylor will work on that game with Roger Goodell. Okay, Gord. And salute to you there, shipmate. Taylor? Oh, the fuck bitch. Yeah. She'll probably give Goodell head. They're not yeah, I look for the breakup reason. Now we saw the schedule is not too far-fetched to go 10-7. Ed, and thank you for coming in. Ed, we were talking about this. And Raider Dan D came on. He thinks that the Queef's got his name and got this game in the bag. Fuck him. Yeah, Taylor Swift. This is a bit of hate. You know how I hate the Chiefs, although I am probably going to be going to Kansas City this year. I am going to Kansas City this year because of hanging out with my friend John. So let me put this out. Oh, wait. I know. I can do it in a banner. Wait a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. I can do it this way. There you go. Okay. I can do it via the banner. 1 second. Yes, 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 yes. Say, there you go. So then I'm going to show that. There's your scroll. I'm going to show this. Well, hang on. Oh, gotta edit it. 1 second, folks. I should have. I should. And by the way, I thank Ed Winchell for reminding me. I would say you ought to do this. I'm like, yeah, you know what, Ed? Fuck yeah, you ought to do that. So here it is. There's your thing. Now I will go into the comment sections and say, yeah, Chris Lance and Rick Tockett, I'm very happy about it. I thought with the addition of Pat and Pete and Gino and our fourth place schedule 10-7, it's possible. And thanks Ed for talking about the cruise. Let me put the link up. So hit the link and come in the show. There you go. We were talking about this, and please come in tonight and we can talk about it a little more. And I know that Peggy and I are going to be talking about it tomorrow. Okay. So it's there in the link. Braves are going to shock the NFL this season. Thank you there, Dan D. I think so, but I don't want to get, just like Angela was saying, you don't want to get too excitable. Because, and God, this irks me to say. But the Kansas City Chiefs are still the champions of the AFC. As of 15 May 2025, they're still the AFC champs. They're still the AFC West champs. They're still the champs of the AFC. And somebody has got to first, dethrone them from the AFC West and dethrone them as AFC champs. It's got to be done. And China's here, and I was actually talking to China. I was talking. Oh, who was I talking to? I said, because we were talking about the Houston game, and I'm going to the Houston game, and China and Danny live in the A&M place, College Station, right? So they live in College Station. And they got a goal. The Hurricanes got a goal. It's 2-1 with 2 minutes to play in the third period. It looks like Washington is fucking out of here. Will you be making a humbled appearance in Houston in a second? Yes, I will. And I was just thinking about that. I'm going to drive probably. Yeah, see you at the Beard game. I know, and I do have the room, or I got a room. Let me see which game. I do have a room for that. That's one of the rooms I did get. It'd be a dethrone the Queens. The Raiders will. And yeah, thank you there, Raider Dandy and John for being over there on Instagram. Come on over to YouTube if you can. Yeah, can't wait to hang out with Ed Winchell, and I are going to be at the Bears game. I got the room already, and I got to work on flights. Clayton Heron, my buddy from Wisconsin. Clayton, how far away? Ed, I'm not at the Alara, by the way, Ed. I'm at the Boulevard. I don't even know where this place is. That's where my room is. It's the Boulevard Hilton Grand Vacations Club. And I'm in a studio plus. But I'll give you the information and via a text message or something after the show. Then you can make your reservations accordingly. Yeah, I'm absolutely getting jacked for my and I wanted to ask that about Clayton because Clayton he's a Broncos fan that's not full of himself. He's a Broncos fan that's not full of himself. He's cool. Unlike, and I'm going to say it, Clayton, unlike the majority of the fucking fucktwats that are Broncos fans that are at the Denver game. I said it. You're not like that, Clayton. You're not. Because you're from Wisconsin. You're a nice person. You're a good person. I hope I get it. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to see you when I was up there for the draft. How far away from you are you from Appleton, by the way? That's where I was. So I was in Appleton. But you are good. You are a great guy. Weapons on offense and lights out D. Yeah, you're awesome. But a lot of the people in your stadium are fucktwats. Just the way it is. Yeah, I know. College Station. College Station is about an hour from Houston. Because I got to figure out where I'm staying in Houston. Hopefully. Yeah, I don't want to say it over the air. Yeah, you're less than 2 hours. Hopefully, hey Clayton. Hopefully next time we can do it again, where we can. Oh, they got an empty net goal. The Hurricanes are just kicking the bejesus out of the Washington Capitals. They're fucking gone. They're gone. So Carolina is gone. John LaJoy said he likes my video over on Facebook. It just said, thank you, John, for being here. I don't see those remarks on that Facebook until after the show because I can't see them while the show's on. But to point, and I'm going to say this, Clayton, and again, you're a good dude, but most of the people that are in the stadium in Denver are fucktwats. Met so many cool people at the draft, all sorts of fans. I mingle with all of them. Hey, Rich McGee, Raider Nation for Fort Myers. Rich McGee, good to see you, brother. Raider Nation. Hey, Rich, if you're not a member, here we go. If you are not, and I'm saying this as well, if you are not a member of the Black Hole, if you're not a member of the Black Hole, be sure to get your membership. It's the 30-year anniversary of the Black Hole. You get your membership one time. It's a lifetime membership. There's so many good things that go with it. There's going to be events and parties, both at Vegas and away. There's going to be a section over at the Golden, I think it's the Golden Nugget. There's a Black Hole area there on that area of Vegas. Up in that area, was it Fremont? It's gonna be great. And for away games, we're gonna be doing things as well. Clayton, the Black Hole is a Raider fan organization. And Rich McGee, thank you for that. I there you go. Rich, in fact, I will do the work for you. Hang on here. Black Hole. Okay. I'm getting there. Go to membership. Here we go. This is the website. Here, I'm putting it right up. Yeah, I'm still living in Tampa, Rich. Go to there as well. Go to this site. It's on it. Click the link. And when you say what you want to affiliate with, which club you want to affiliate with, put Tampa. That's my club. That's my club. So I put this. Here's the black hole stuff. And again, go to that. Click on membership one time. You're a member for life. And then when you go, say you want to affiliate with a club, Tampa. And Sheila, aka China, was saying, "Tell Clayton I have a story on mine and my husband's time in Denver." Yes, China. And Clayton, I said, "You're an awesome guy. You're an awesome guy." But a lot of the fucktwats, and I said it in Denver, fans, other than being with my friend Bronco Mary, and thanks, Rich. Yeah. You got it. Get it, Rich. Get that membership for life. Once you're in, you're in. And we have an app coming out, a black hole app. It has your membership details. Once it gets done, the app is coming out pretty soon. You can buy and sell tickets from Raider fans to Raider fans on the app when that comes out. All the good stuff. Be a member of the black hole. For the folks over there on Instagram, oh my God, go to the black hole and go to memberships, click the link and get there. And and I would say if Houston's going to have some parties, and I don't think you want to be schlepping back and forth for all of the parties both nights, right? On Friday and Saturday, and then the game on Sunday. That's 3 hours. So I'll have to find a place, hang out in Houston. Rod Brindamore is the coach of the Hurricanes. I like Rod Brindamore, former Flyer, and he's a decent coach for the Canes. He got a lot of wins for him. So I'm glad that they're moving on, because I can't stand the Capitals. But yeah, hit the link, guys. Go to the link. Hit the link for your black hole membership one time, and you're a member for life. Trust me, you're a member for life. There's plus the swag, you get your member discounts on that. Yeah, and I was gonna say, great food in Houston. I got a call from Houston Raider Steve, was talking about definitely seeing me for the game. When I was rolling through Houston last year, I got a chance to meet up with Steve. We went to an Astros game. We got in there a little late. I think we got in there like around the third inning, which is upsetting. But we got to the game a little late. You know why? Because we were at a great Mexican restaurant, like the best. Okay, I know there's a lot of the best restaurants. I would say the top 5 Mexican best restaurants in Houston. Steve and I were there. And I parked, and I can't remember how he got there. If he probably got an Uber or whatever. But so we had the greatest food, and then we went to the game, and then we went back to the Mexican restaurant, and it was wonderful. So great food in Houston. I can't wait to go back. And so yeah, when I'm there, I can't wait. That's around what, Christmas? That's around Christmas. Look at the schedule again. Hang on a second. Houston is December 21st. So it's right before Christmas. And by the way, it's kind of hard to schedule hotel rooms. Thanks, Thanos. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It's kind of hard to schedule a hotel room for week 17 and 18. I'll just have to go and fly in on Friday and fly out on Monday. Because you don't know when the game is. You don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday, but that's what I'm going to have to do for those last 2 games. Because that next week. I don't think they would do a full like Friday, Saturday. Well, not on Friday. I don't think you'd make it a short week, but it'd be a Saturday game or a Sunday game. You don't know when it is. Tony, hey, good to see you, Tony. Tony Bova's here. My buddy up in Pacific Northwest. Good to see you, buddy. Dory, my gal pal. But hey, by the way, folks, if you don't know, that is me with Dory there. I love her. She's awesome. She's awesome. You can't beat I'm very lucky that all of the people that I've had a chance to met up with, they're great people. And I'm a personality person as well. I'm gregarious and fun and things like that. But I am because of the people I'm with. I said Tony's in here, Sharif's in here, China's in here. Who else? Rich McGee, who I know. And thanks, Rich, for going over there. Get your Black Hole membership. Say Tampa. Get that stuff done. Jimmy Farrell, Jimmy I have not met yet. Clayton I haven't met yet, but we know each other for years. Clayton through here and Jimmy Farrell. I'm finally getting a chance to meet Jimmy Farrell. It'll be great, and it's great seeing all of these people and hanging out with them. I can't wait to see Dory when I get to LA. Upcoming. If I have to catch an Uber, I will. If I can find like transportation, like not a bus. Did they have like the underground? I saw like the movie with Tom Cruise where he does the train. I'd like to take the train. Hey, yeah, let's do that if we can. When I'm there, Ed's going to be taking me to a couple different places. We do have transportation. Maybe we can stop by and pick up Dory. We'll be there. Can't wait. I don't know if there are any chapters that's doing parties. I probably won't make it to any of that. Friday. But okay, yeah. Houston's going to be an event. Houston is going to be an event. It was the last time. I know for a fact. They had when I could dance. They had me doing the butt. Oh, shake it, shake it. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to do the butt all night long. It's great video. It's me doing the butt in Houston years ago, and at the tailgate the next day. So yeah, I was doing the butt. So can't wait to get back to Houston, see some people, and it would be nice to go. Yeah, I know Tony's going to go to the preseason game with the Seahawks, with the Raiders, and I know Tony Bova's going to be up there because oh my God. Yeah, and that stadium will probably be a lot of Raider fans because, Tony, am I going to see you this year? Am I going to see you this year? Hopefully so. It was hot as fuck last time. I had to sit and pop a Raiders, man, for 8. Yeah, man. It was hot. And I had all my gear on. I know Sharif has his gear. When you're in your persona's regalia, I'll say it that way. I wear my uniform. Violator wears his war gear. I'm sure that Sharif has his wardrobe because he is. I'm not going to use the C word. Asia, good to see you. Thank you for coming back. It's always good to see you, Asia. Asia, did we figure out where you were at? I think we might have talked about this, but thank you for coming in. Asia is another person I like. I don't know if we've met already, but it'll be great to see her too. But yeah, getting back to point. By the way, like I said, there is the link There is a link. Oh, do I got to show it again? Yes, I'll show it again. There we go. Oh, nope, that's for the black hole. Wrong one. My wife had ordered Jersey Mike's and she found a tooth in the. Are you shitting me? Jersey Mike's, you found a tooth in the sandwich? Wow, that's fucked up. Where's the link to the show? I was like, okay, I guess I'll have to do it again here. With this. If you want to come in, I'm copying it. We had what? We had a 4 hour, actually technically 4.5 hour show last night. And I'm saying this, and you are my witness. You are my witness here. I am not talking bad about people behind their back. But I wanted to end that show a lot earlier. And some of the people that were on the show, my good friends, Angelo and Jack Kenna, were in heated discussions, and it kept going on and on and on. Furpo's in here. Now it's definitely an official show. Thank you there, Jimmy Furpo. There you go. Hit the link. But you'll do that for me? Well, yeah, we'll have a good show. Winchy is oh hell Cap, you didn't. I didn't do what? What did I didn't do? Come on, China. I'm perplexed here. I'm what's the I'm verklempt. There's your feed. What did I didn't do? Yeah, I know, Matt. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not bad mouthing Angelo and Jack, but they're on the Pacific time. I'm on the East fucking coast. And I had shit to do today. I had to get up. And I'm like, guys. And you can tell them, again, I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just letting you guys know. So when I need to go, I need to go. And yeah, Angelo and Jack, and I can too, but it's kind of hard to get a word in edgewise. But what was my point? Now come into the show. I know Sharif. Oh, Sharif, are you working, Sharif? Sharif can come in, hit the link. China can come in, hit the link. One of these days, Ed Winchell, hit the link if you want to come in. But, Ed, by the way, the information is the Boulevard in Vegas, Hilton Grand Vacations Club. That is the hotel. I am there from our game was it like the Friday to the Monday. What is this chicken on Saturday? Saturday to the Tuesday? Okay. But yeah, Ed, check in the Friday before the game. Check out the Monday after the game. The Boulevard Hilton Grand Vacations Club. It's a Hilton Grand Vacations Club hotel in Vegas. I think I've been to it. Dakota and I were wearing our Wonder Woman. Yes. And I was just saying this as well, China. The last time I was in Houston, China was sporting Texans gear. That's not a slam at China. It's not, because China, who's always been a Raiders fan in the background, put it forward so that she is a full-fledged Raider Nation fan, and I think I got it on. You're having problems with your. I see you backstage, China, but I don't see a camera. Is there a problem with your camera, or are you just on blackout? But yeah, it's been a while. TBH Spokane is over there on Instagram. Thank you there being there, TBH Spokane. Come on over to YouTube. China, I don't want to put you on until I see you. I don't know if you're having a camera issue. But come into the show, come into the show, come into the show. Angela need to get there. I like this comment. And I think they're gonna Jack goes on a lot of other things just on his own. And he is, and I think that maybe after the Raider Nation summer kickoff, maybe Jack will launch his own channel. And maybe Angelo, who does have like the copy keys into my studio, maybe he will get his channel eventually as well. And it will be, a lot of it will be boxing. A lot of it will be boxing, but I think he'll get his own channel too. And China, yeah, she check your connections, because the camera was not working. Meanwhile, back to sports. By the way, the Cardinals beat the Phillies 2 out of 3. That was a bummer. That's a bummer. But they're still in second place. In fact, let's go over. Okay. She's almost there. I don't see it. I see you, but I don't see your camera. There is an issue with the camera. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Are you ready? Are you ready to come in? Are you ready? It's dark. No, that's not a racist comment. For all you people that are thinking that shit, that is not a racist comment. I'm going to put a very beautiful Nubian queen on stage now, although it is dark. It is dark.
Well, Captain, I'm in my husband's truck. Come on now.
Okay, but I couldn't see you before.
Okay.
I couldn't see you. Okay.
Okay. How about that?
So, yep. There's the low. Good. Yeah, Sharif, it is not a racist comment, Sharif. You know I'm not fucking racist. Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
I might be slightly. What's that word? Where you're not sexist, but you're for ladies, they think that you slam women. There's a name for that. I can't remember what that is. But no, I'm definitely not racist. I'm not sexist.
Sorry, Cap. I had to close the garage before Tweedledee and Tweedledork try to get out.
You said something about donuts?
No, I'm talking about Tweedledee and Tweedledork over here. Speaking of Tweedledee and Tweedledork, here they come. There's Dakota.
Okay.
There's Chase.
There you go. Yep, there you go. The razor sharp.
Hey, knock it off, guys. That's enough.
Of the
Dakota, knock it off.
It's like a pit. It's a pit. It's a pit.
But that's nothing new.
Okay.
Are you decent?
Yeah, why?
You know who I'm on the phone with, right?
Who are you on the phone?
Who you think? Yeah, that young salty pirate there. Huh?
Show us your tits so we can hear it. Show us your tits.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go. No, I wanted him to hear it though. That's why I said it extra loud. I said
Dude,
it extra loud. So
Cap, I can't even hear you, bro.
oh, okay. Well, I tried. I wanted
Yeah, I
to
know.
get, I wanted
Well,
to
yeah,
get thank you.
yeah,
Those are
that's a
awesome.
good one.
Those are awesome. So what
Yeah.
what are you?
Hey, I got the triple D's over here. So shut.
There you go. Love to see the girls out. Not out because that would be
What?
too much. But
What am I gonna do with these two?
I
Oh,
wanna
good Lord!
ask
What am I
you
gonna do?
did you see the show last night where we were talking about the schedule?
Dude, I cannot. Wait. Without me trying to get myself killed over here. Quit.
Get killed.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my. I don't know what's going on with my sound, but it's really it sucks ass more times than anything. Anyway,
Well,
which one are you talking about,
ass
Captain?
is a different. I was gonna say if we're talking
I
about
still can't
sucking
hear you.
ass,
Oh, good Lord! Let me
that's
do this.
only
Hang
on
on.
request. That's only.
Hang on a minute.
I want to make sure. Can you hear me now? This is like a Verizon commercial.
Hold on.
Nope, that was not me. She blinked out. Hopefully, we'll have China come back. We did get a chance to see her stack, which is good. So yeah, Copenhagen. See, I wonder if it was cold. Kevin JC, thank you there, Kevin. Good to see you over there on Instagram. I'm doing my show here on this angle. Come over to YouTube. And we ought to no Sharif, don't say that. And because hey, you know your boy being here. There we got her back.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. And you were and the best thing that you did, or the thing that you did not hear, you were talking about sucking ass. I said I only do that on request and for the right girl.
I'm done. Oh my God.
If you're gonna leave me, things like that, like what do you call it? Straight lines. I'm gonna take them.
I know.
Sucking ass.
Yeah. You were talking about you were talking about your cock
What?
downstairs. You were talking earlier. You were talking about your cock, and then I was like, let me go ahead and bust up talking about my tits.
I said that the people on Instagram, because my phone is down here, and they're getting a shot, getting a cock shot, but it's covered. I am wearing pants. Now you're getting the belly up. They're getting more of the belly down over there on Instagram. So no cock shot.
Okay.
I don't want to be on the word.
Okay.
NFL reality check. Good to see you. Good to see you, reality check. Thank you for coming in. We are talking sports, reality check. Hit me up with whichever team you want to talk about. I want to see that. Yeah, Captain After Dark. I'm gonna. If I knew that people would subscribe, I'd do an OnlyFans.
Oh,
but no. I'd be afraid. I would be afraid I'd do an OnlyFans and nobody would join.
Oh dear God.
Nobody would join. So one of those.
Okay, for those who have not been to Houston, go ahead.
Hey, Jacqueline. One love. Good to see you. Hi, you there, Jacqueline. Go Instagram. Come on over to YouTube. Thank you for being there, Dawn. I have a good-looking lady by Jacqueline up here. And reality check. We're talking about. Hey, I want to ask you because I got you here, and you alluded to it in the comments. You said, as an Eagle fan, I am honored Lambeau is. And oh my goodness, yes. November 10th. No, let me see where the Raiders are playing November 10th. Check it 1 second, reality.
I think it's a bye. Yeah, that's week 8's our bye.
November 10th. Oh, it is. That is a bye week.
Yeah, that's our bye week.
That is a bye week. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, well, wait a second. Field November 10th for the Packers Eagles game. Yes. That is it's not a bye week. It's actually, we're playing on Thursday. That's so I might be able to go. I might be able to go. I could go back to Lambeau November 10th. It'll be cold, but I would go to the Lambeau to see a Lambeau Eagles Packers game. I might do that because I would hang out with Steampunk's sister and Eagles fans that I know. So it would be there. Xavier, I see you, Xavier. So don't go nowhere. Xavier's in the back room. We're going to talk. Definitely going to talk Raiders Pats. So be ready for him. But November 10th, I might do that. I might.
Can I help you?
That's possible because
Hi, Bobby.
Hi,
Bobby.
what is November 10th?
What are you doing?
Yeah, the Denver Broncos. That's the Thursday game. I don't think I'm going to Denver for that, but I might go to Lambeau. That's a possibility. So I'll put that up. But I need to go. I would love to meet up. I'm super excited. I'm almost 40. I've been wanting to go for Yes. And I will tell you this. If you go to Lambeau, and I'm gonna talk to China about one thing. Remember, Xavier don't go nowhere. Xavier is going to talk about the Celtics as well as the Pats Raiders. But I'm letting you know, reality check, if you go to Lambeau, go early and go do the Lambeau tour. Get your tickets for the Lambeau tour so that you can go into the stadium and see all of the different things. I want to go. I didn't get a chance to go there the last time that we played the Packers years ago. I missed that because I came in on like a Friday and I wasn't able to go. But go and get tickets for the Lambeau tour. They take you all around the field, and it's fantastic. Okay, but get with the reality check, and we'll do that. We'll do that. And reality check. That's my buddy that was on a. You changed the name of your channel. Now I know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I know who I'm talking to now. That was on his channel. But China, I got to ask you. There's another shot of your breast. Thank you for that. Is that a rose?
Yes.
Is that a rose?
Yes.
So that's a nice shot of a rose.
Yeah, well, it's one of my grunt style shirts.
Okay, yeah. Eagles Uncensored. Yeah, now I know who I'm talking to. Yeah, maybe I will be out there for that. Nice rose, baby. Nice rose. But I gotta ask you. You were talking before, and it's only because Clayton was there. Can you give that because your view of when you were in Denver?
Okay.
Is there anything that you pass on that? Please do.
Oh, dear, good Lord. Okay. We were staying at the Kimpton Inn, which is one of the high end places. Luckily enough, Danny had points. I'm gonna kill these two, I swear to God. We were at the Kimpton Inn. Now they changed it since last time we were there. Every time we try to get my car, that once I think it was that one Saturday morning, I think it was, when we were there, I was getting ready to take Dakota out for her walk. I was taking Dakota out for her walk, and I heard one of the Broncos, one of the Bronco fans say, fuck the Raiders. So, yeah. So me being normal, I'm about to kill these two. But anyway, when Danny and I were there, it was me, Danny, and Dakota. We were down in Denver, and like I said, it was basically me and Dakota was basically minding our own business. I was taking her out, go do her business, and we, like I said, we heard somebody say "fuck the Broncos." I mean, fuck the Raiders. Like, Okay, and so how many? So basically, I just pretty much just said shut the hell. I just pretty much just like shut the hell up on that one. But me and Dakota were both the bigger people. So we just had a lot of stares and had a lot of people just look at us wearing our Raider gear, and we were just like, but I mean, we ran into some cool. We were at the hotel. We ran into some we ran into some people that were actually some people at our hotel were cool, but
Right.
some that we actually went out in public to see. We were just out there sightseeing and whatever. They were just some people were just complete assholes because they see me in Raiders gear. They see Dakota and in her Raiders gear. Well, she didn't. Well, her gear is basically all fur, but that's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
What's their problem? I mean, people are just. I mean, I don't know what it is with you catch some that like Mary and Richie Rich. I never met Richie Rich yet. And some of the other Bronco fanatics. Something like I said, some were cool, but not all. Not all of them didn't like us. So, like I said, me and Dan.
And I would say that the majority of Bronco fans that you see at the game, and I said the majority, and this is true, the majority of Bronco fans that you see at the games are fucktwads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some are basically assholes.
I will say that there were others that when I was dressed up, they gave me a little bit of they weren't as nasty to me because they saw I was dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave me a bit of a, not as a pass, but they said, oh, well, he is somebody that dresses up. So, they're not going to berate me as much.
Mm-hmm.
But then by the time the game was in and at halftime, when you get all these drunk fucking assholes that are in the stadium, come here,
Mm-hmm.
pirate, fuck, and they're doing this, they're pointing at me. I'm gonna come fuck you up, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, you want to come fuck up a senior citizen? Go ahead, And I got my cane. I don't know. I don't think I was. I think I was using my cane then. I think that I was walking better.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I got my and I have my chair, yeah, come fuck with me, asshole. Come fuck with me because yeah, I I'll probably they might get me for assault with a weapon, but if somebody comes after me, I'm gonna use my cane. I'm going to use my cane. If somebody comes after me, my cane is a defensive weapon to me. But
yeah,
I
because
wanted to get you on that.
Yeah,
and I wanted to say thank you for the titty shot. And yes, I will be there for the Houston game. And we need to get some more pictures together. I always love seeing my China. She's wonderful. My best to Danny and the dogs. I got to get Xavier on because he's on the East Coast too. And I'll make sure I get him on before he goes away.
Actually,
thank you, honey, for coming.
I was getting ready to tell you this.
Go ahead.
For those who have not been to Houston, number one, stay vigilant. Number two, get your cold weather gear ready because it's going to be cold. Well, depends on where you're at. Also, traffic. I would get to Houston. I would pretty much get to NRG Stadium early because traffic there is going to be traffic over there is going to be a nightmare.
It's a bitch.
Yeah, it's going to be a bitch.
Yeah.
It's big time. We live in, like everybody knows, we live in College. Me and Danny and the dogs live in College Station, so it's about an hour and a half from where we're at, from NRG Stadium. So I know it's a 3:25 game coming up. We're gonna probably be here about 11, so we can get there early. But like I said, it's about where we live is about an hour and a half, give or take, how bad traffic gets down in Houston. And also the food. Oh my God, check out the food. The food is wonderful. Then
Food's great.
and yeah, but like I said, just mind your P's and Q's. I know there's going to be a lot of Texan fans out there too, and I know there's a lot of Raider fans. Please, like I said, please stay vigilant, stay safe, all that other good stuff. Because that means you're representing Raider Nation. I don't want to see nobody on the news, and I damn sure don't want to see anybody on a rap sheet because you're over there acting a fool. You're representing the city that I was born in. Just, I just want everybody back after y'all get done on Houston. I just want everybody back in one piece. That's all.
And it's right before Christmas, folks. So so be ready as well. And China, thanks again, honey. I want to get Xavier on, and then I got what is it? The reality check is my boy, the Philly fan. I want to get him on too. Thank you, darling.
Okay.
You take care. Best to Danny. And remember, go Navy, beat Army. There you go.
Oh God, dear God. We starting this now? Okay. Okay. Go
early.
Army, beat
It's
Navy.
There you go. And by the way, I'm my what is it? The room where my guest room has a Navy corner on top of the bookshelf. I got like some of my gear from when I made cheap and other Navy little things on there. There is a poster, and it is from the turn of the century, not this past century, the turn of the other century. And I will show you a picture of it. Send a picture of it, and I'll send it to you on your phone, China. You'll love it.
Okay. Actually, hang on. Let me find. I know there was a picture of my dad on here. I just don't remember where. I'm in my little junk room, but I'll show it to you next time because I got a picture of my dad on in his Marine Corps uniform.
There you go. Dig it out. Hey,
yeah,
be well, honey, and thanks for the support. And remember, great food, but just
stay vigilant. All other stuff.
Yeah,
and
Matt Marinovich is on your side. He's the guy.
Right. Also, I want to say to Thanos, hello. So
there you go.
I just want to tell everybody, hey. So I can't wait to see everybody in Houston. But
it'll be great.
Just do me a favor, please behave yourselves, please.
I always behave myself because I don't drink.
I'm talking about everybody else. I'm talking about everybody else. Honey.
Okay. Everybody else that drinks and has problems. Okay. Honey, I gotta go. You take care.
Okay.
Bye. Best to Danny.
Bye. All right, I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's China. Gotta say love China. I want to get X in here, Xavier, because I know we're talking. And look at this with the fucking. Was it the doctor? What's her name? It's like the guy who does this, and $1 billion, like the doctor.
We're talking about Dr. Evil name? With like little mini me, $1 million. Austin Powers.
Yes. Yeah, because she was doing this. I'm like the fucking Dr. Evil shit, with the hands. Yep. Can I get a freaking bone? Throw me a freaking bone here. Throw me a freaking bone. X, good. First off, good to see you, brother. It's been a while. How you doing?
It has been a while. I've been doing good. It's first year I'm actually excited to watch football in a while.
Okay, so talk to me, and I gotta ask because I'm gonna be driving. My plan is I'm gonna be driving to the game from Florida. I'm gonna go up the East Coast. I'm gonna see people. Stop in Rhode Island, go with like a Raider Nation group there. I'm going to be driving. I don't know if I'm driving like caravanning with a group there, but I know I'm driving from Florida to Rhode Island, and I'm going to see. I'm going to see. Hopefully, the Red Sox are in town before because I want to go to Fenway. And I'm hoping that they're in town that weekend. So I can see like maybe a Friday game, and then the Saturday will be the Raider Nation events. I got to check it out. Hopefully, schedule wise, it'll be there. Game over. Thank you for joining me on Instagram. Popping over. Come on over to YouTube. I got to ask you, Xavier, and I need your honest, no bullshit, your honest insight. I'm going to Foxborough. Never been there. You know how I dress. I'm not scared of anybody. I'm going to be in Philly dressed like I dressed in Philly.
See, Philly
But
is
I
the part I'm
wanna know-
scared about for you.
Yeah, I get. Well, I'm probably gonna try to hang out with Philly sports guy and some other fans that I know. So I will, or actually some Eagle fans I know. So I will have like an entourage of protection because I know about Philly. Phillies are not the greatest place. Which leads me to my question about Foxborough. I know that when the Patriots say, "Hey, Biggie Bronco," where they go in 2-1 and the only 2 wins. Oh, okay. Hang on, I got to show this thing. Jack, sorry about the Raiders. Where they go 2-15 with the only 2 wins against Kansas. Hey, Biggie Bronco, if they go 2-15 and their 2 wins are against Kansas City, I'll call it a good year.
You guys aren't going.
I'll call it a good year because they beat.
I
Kansas.
have my predictions for you. I say
Yeah,
you'll
well,
get
that's
8
big.
wins.
There you go. So 8-9.
And I'm not
that's
biased.
about
You
what
know.
I think.
I'm not biased. I'm a
Biggie
huge
Bronco,
football fan, so I know everything.
Right. This is Xavier. He's from the Boston area. Hooligan Nation is over there.
Jack,
on Instagram.
I don't
So
think I've ever
Big-
told you because you never asked me where I'm from. You just assumed I'm from Boston, but I'm actually from Delaware.
Oh, okay.
My dad grew up in
Vermont.
He grew up in Vermont, so that's why I'm a Patriots fan and everything. He grew up in that area. But I'm been meaning to go to a game and everything.
Well, and I'm from Philly originally as a kid, and that's why I got the Philly stuff on. And when the Raiders are going, I was hoping that the Raiders would have gone to Philly early, so I could have seen a Phillies game and the Eagles game. That's what I was hoping. It's probably because it's late in the year. Maybe I'll go see a Flyers game with the Phillies or the Flyers and the Eagles Raiders game.
When do y'all play? Because I might.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. When do the? Yes, this is live, Israel. It is live. They are playing the Eagles on December 14th.
I might make the game because I'm also trying to go to New York because I have friends in there when we play them. So I'm gonna try to go to the Raiders Philly game so I can finally meet you.
It'd be great. And I was because you're there, and I'm hoping that was it I'm brain farting his name. Positive Philly.
Oh yeah, Positive Philly.
Well, I know Jamie's going to be there, and Jamie and I we saw each other at the draft a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I want to see, and that's who I'm talking about. I'm going to try to get in with Jamie so I don't have to endure as much bullshit. Hopefully. And Chris
if you're with me,
Stady
nobody's touching you. No one's going to touch you. I'm security.
There you go. Thank you. See, people that are good for the old man. And thank you, Biggie Bronco. Yeah, 2-15. If those 2 wins are against the Chiefs, I'll be mad that we have a shitty record, but at least those 2 wins are against the Chiefs. Thank you, there, brother.
Hey, at least you be
good to see you.
The past 2 out of 3 year Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
So you can say even if you guys are trash, you can say the Chiefs didn't beat you.
Yeah. And I tell you, maybe by December, because that is like 3/4 through the year, the Raiders might have their shit together.
They might.
And maybe they could upset Philadelphia. I'm not calling it, but maybe they can upset Philly in Philly. That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. So we'll see. But I got to ask. So if you want to get together and you got my email address and shit to get a hold of me, right?
No, I do not.
Okay. It's easy. It's Captain Jack Rackham at Gmail.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Captain Jack. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy.
So it's basically
Get
just
with
your
me
YouTube.
on a message. Yeah, without the last name. Captain Jack Rackham. Don't put the Levy at Gmail, and then say it's X, and we'll go there. So but let's talk about those Pats. Okay, first game, and we're already saying that this is going to be that it's the and my buddy Sharif Black Thanos is saying that Spillane and Hobbs and Chason are going to give all those little tweaks and bits of insight on the Raiders defense to the staff. And then, but the thing I saw today, which was more worthwhile, is that it's the Josh McDaniels fuck you Raiders game and Raider fans fuck you Josh McDaniels game. It's a mutual revenge game. And I think that's going to play out more. Now, I know that the Patriots spent a shit ton of money in the offseason, a shit ton of money. I only know the guys that they got from us. So enlighten me as to enlighten everybody else. How vastly improved the Patriots went over in this offseason, along with what they did in the draft.
You know how last year nobody predicted us to win at all? That's how terrible we are. We had a new lead head coach. We lost our offense coordinator. Everything. This year, everybody thinks we're going to get at least 11 wins. We got a more improved defense. Better.
Wow.
We actually did a very good in the draft, surprisingly. We signed Stephon Diggs. And then we got Will Campbell in the draft. And a center and a couple guards to protect him. And so I think because we actually have a head coach who has experience, Vrabel, and we have Josh McDaniels back as an offensive coordinator where he belongs.
Thank you. I was just going to say that he's not a bad OC. He sucks.
No,
as a
he
head
won
coach.
a six. I mean, he did good with Brady. I mean, we won Super Bowls with him, so that's how good he is an offensive coordinator. So him back as offensive coordinator with us, he already knows basically all our playbooks and everything. Vrabel's not going to let anybody do anything. He's going to give them shit, tell them to straighten it up. So I really think this year we can make the playoffs, but after that, I think we lose in the wild card, honestly.
Well, you say 11 wins though in the AFC East.
That's what people are saying.
No.
But with me, I'm saying at least 8-9 wins.
Okay, and I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see because you had 3 wins last year, 2,
3 wins, 3 or 4 wins because we dropped down to the 4th pick because it was a Joel Milton legacy game. The last game, I don't know why he balled out like that. Cost us our first pick, which would have been good. We probably would have Travis Hunter.
He wanted to be traded to Dallas. That's why I think it was
Got traded
to
Dallas. Yeah, I think we got some picks out of it.
Yeah, and I was thinking like Joe Milton. There were 2 quarterbacks that are on rosters this year, and Milton was one of them, and Hendon Hooker was the other one. I'm like, go get him. Go get Hendon Hooker. Go get Joe Milton. And put him underneath Geno Smith, and I think that it would have been great. But they didn't do that. They went out and got our Raiders, obviously my Raiders, went out and got Cam Miller, the kid from North Dakota State. That we're going to see if he's all that in a biscuit. Hopefully he will be.
I honestly think Cam Miller, he's going to do decent. I think he's just going to be a second string, bring him in when it's crunch time, give him some reps. But I honestly thought you guys should have drafted Will Howard, the kid from Ohio State.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Kansas
And,
State fan, you know this. I love my Wildcat, and he's been with us he was
Yeah.
with us 4 years before he won the championship. So I know how he plays, and he's a really good quarterback. He just has a little bit of happy feet. He'll run into you, like he won't slide that much. He'll run head first into you.
Yeah. And I was looking for that. And he got drafted by the Steelers. What round was it? Like the 5th round?
5th round, I think.
Okay.
After Shador or before Shador.
Yeah. But the fact is, and I'd have to see who the Raiders drafted in that round, but I don't think it was an indictment on him. I don't think it was an indictment on him by the fact that Chip Kelly was our offensive coordinator and he didn't take him. What I think is that, and I'm gonna quote your boy, TB12. Thank you, Matt Marinovich. You got exactly what I was gonna say. Cam Miller has the Tommy seal of approval. I'm pretty sure that the reason why he was drafted was because of Tom Brady.
Probably. Honestly, I could see it. But Cam Miller's not that bad.
Yeah.
He's actually a really good quarterback. It's just a school he was at.
Yeah.
It's just a school he was at. That's the only reason he fell so far. If he was at like a top school like Ohio State, all that, championship, won championships, all that, he probably would have been drafted first, second round, third, maybe.
I think so. In fact, the Raiders I think in back-to-back picks, they weren't back-to-back like 98, 99, but the picks that the Raiders had in the same round, I think it was round 6.
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, well, thank you, Alexa. I didn't fucking question, but I don't know why she did that. But in the successive picks, they drafted Tommy Mellott and then Cam Miller. And Mellott played for Montana State, so the two people that were facing each other in the FCS championship, they're both on the Raiders. Mellott is projected to be, hey, TBH Luglock, good to see you over there. Come on over to YouTube if you can. Mellott is projected to be kind of like the new Julian Edelman. He's going to be like a gadget guy. Edelman was a quarterback in college, and he was a smaller guy, but he's a good athlete. So they're projecting Tommy Mellott to be that guy, that gadget guy. So, and he's going to be coming in at wide receiver. So the Raiders went and got obviously the best running back in the draft. I wasn't happy about that originally. I said until the Raiders show that they are going to do some things on the offensive line, and then they did at 98 and 99. They got their offensive line. Did you see me at the draft, by the way, X?
No, I did. Okay, I'm going to be real. I watched probably round 2 and 3. I didn't watch the first round because I think I was asleep.
No, I wasn't on the first night. The second night, when the Raiders were picking.
I was on my buddy's stream watching rounds 2 and 3. And after that, I just stopped watching the drafts because I'm not watching 4, 5, 6, and 7 all in the span of a day.
Right. Yeah, no, when the Raiders were picking in rounds 2 and 3, when the cameras were there, myself and my two buddies that also dress out, there was a lot of good FaceTime. It was good. Yeah, TBH Lovelock from Israel. Thank you for being here, TBH Lovelock. Good seeing everybody. And that's why I said if you're on Instagram, put it over to YouTube. And yeah, I hope, X, that if you get a chance to go to the Raiders Philly game, that would be great. That would be great. I know that I got somebody to make sure that the old fucking Pirate doesn't get his ass kicked in Philly.
I would wear a Patriots jersey, but they'll probably give me hell for the Super Bowl that they beat us in.
Yeah. I would just wear something black.
I'm honestly probably just gonna wear a Red Sox jersey because Philly loves the Red Sox so much with us.
Well, I mean, they're not. It's not a bad thing. because
At least I'm not in New
the
York.
Phillies. Yes, the Phillies used to play the Red Sox a lot, like in the intra-league. The Phillies actually played the Rays this year. That's why I went to 2 of the 3 games when I saw them down here. They haven't played the Sox in a bit, so I'll have to come back.
We played last year, and I think we played this year for like 1 or 2 games.
The Sox.
Yeah,
Maybe
Sox
it's
and Phillies
up in
play each
Fenway.
other at least because every team plays each other now in baseball. So we play, I think, once or twice
Okay.
this year. I don't know if it's in Boston or Philly.
I'll have to check the schedule. Maybe I'll be lucky enough that the Phillies are playing up in Fenway when the Raiders play the Pats. That would be a dream for me to do that. Oh, see, X is on it, man. He's fucking looking at it right now.
Yeah, we play. Yep,
See, this is
July
why
21st. July 21st, we play in Citizens Bank Park.
Okay. You're playing at CBP. July. What am I doing in July?
I don't know what I'm doing in July right
Maybe
now.
I can get up. I don't know. I'll have to check with my schedule. I said Captain Jack Rackham at Gmail.
Yes.
Send me an email. Say this is X, and this way I'll have your email and put your phone number there too, and I'll put you in my phone as well. But I like the fact that you said that the Raiders are, and I say this as well. That and I know that Biggie Bronco says we're 2-15, haha. But I think that my bottom line of what is acceptable, the Raiders need to win at least 7 games this year. That's my bottom line.
Successful season, minimum of 8 games. That's for both of us because we were terrible last season. 8-9 games is a good season for us. So I say 8-9 wins is a good. If we somehow get 11 wins, I'm gonna be the first person to call you and say we did it. And then if we play in the playoffs, that's a different story.
Yeah, and I'll be here saying you did it. You did it.
That'd be another prediction.
And I'm glad. Yeah, well, the other thing is that I want to thank you because you were backstage. Well, by the way, AK, who is my Philly guy, who's going to come in and talk some stuff as well. I wanted to make sure I got you on. X, always good hearing from you, brother. I'm going to get AK on before the 2 hours are up.
Do you want me to make another prediction?
I want to see.
I always make predictions every time I come on here.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What's the prediction?
I say I'm gonna make 2 predictions. Actually 3. Baseball, football,
3.
And basketball. Because Celtics playing the Knicks right now.
Yeah.
Number 1, the Patriots go. We play 17 games this season, right?
Yeah.
I say we go 9-8. Make the wild card, then lose. Baseball, Red Sox pick it up. They sneak into the postseason and make it to the divisional series, and then lose. And then Celtics come back down 3-2, and we beat the Knicks.
That I want to see. When are they? They're not playing tonight, are they?
I think we play tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. And I do a show tomorrow with Peggy, so I'll have that game on in the background. So if I tell you, is it tied 3-3 or is it? It's 3-2
right now. So we gotta win 2 games.
Next, okay. Yeah. If they win tomorrow, because that's Friday, then I'm sure they play Sunday. Will be Game 7, right?
Yep.
Okay. If they win tomorrow, come into the show, or if they're winning, or we'll talk about it. If they are getting their ass kicked, is it in the Garden or is it in the Garden? Which one is it?
I think it's in the Garden.
Oh, so it is in the Garden. Okay.
I think so. I can check. It's
yeah.
most likely because we just played 2 games in MSG.
Okay, so yeah, that would be in the Garden.
Yeah, it's most likely in the garden.
Okay, so are they going? Are they going 6 and 7 in the Garden?
I
Are they
think
doing? Are they
Game 5
a
we're gonna
two
play the
three two?
Garden, Game 6 MSG, and probably Game 7 Boston, or Game 6
Okay,
and 7 Boston, Game 7 New York, something like that.
no, it wouldn't be in New York because the Celtics had the better seat. So if they're doing a 2-3-2, if they because I know the first two were in Boston. If they do a 2-3-2, that means that the three would be in MSG, and then the last two would be in the Garden. Okay.
Tomorrow's game is at the Garden. Game 6, hold up.
Okay.
Game 6 is in MSG, and tomorrow, and then Game 7's in the Garden.
The Garden. Okay. Well, they're doing a 2-2-1-1-1. Okay. Exact Xavier, brother. Thanks for coming in. I like your predictions. I want to see. Hopefully they come true, and hopefully I get a chance to see you in December for the Eagles game.
Hopefully.
And if I roll through Delaware, maybe we can eat a meet for lunch or something, or whenever, depends on what time. But hey,
Yeah.
you take care, brother, and thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
All right, that's my boy X from the Boston X. Good kid, and I say that in I don't mean it. He's a kid, great young adult. There's lots of people that are kids, like EMAC. Yeah. And EMAC saying that his work was kicking his ass. Yeah, no worries, EMAC, because it's Thursday. And I got to get my Philly buddy in here, AK. And
What's
he's
up,
the
buddy?
reality check. Hey, how you doing, man? And again, I said, I know this guy, but now I do.
No,
What's
it's
going on, man? And
it's
you're
been a
going
long
to
time.
Lambeau for the Yeah, it has, man. You're definitely going to Lambeau for the Eagles game?
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, then I got to ask, since you are I was going to say, and Matt Marinovich said it, yeah. When you're old like me, to most everyone's pretty much a kid to me, And I watch that. If I got to watch that, because there was a when I'm in the mall and there are young adult ladies in the mall, I don't want to be looked at as like Chester the molester. But there's a lot of great looking young ladies, and I got I got to put like my hand in front of my face, man. I was like, man, I don't want to be busted.
Hey,
But,
man, you just got to
so
wear
I gotta watch
sunglasses, bro.
And I do wear sunglasses. Well, these tint when it's light out, I got the tint on the glasses, so they automatically tint. But on
There you go.
indoors, they're unfortunately, if it's not dark or if it's not bright, there you can see right through them. But hey, I wanted to get with you. I'm glad you got a chance to come in.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on your Philly sports teams, brother? I got to hear from you.
All right. Well, first and foremost, man, I haven't done content in a long time. It's been about 2 years, so you know, I'm very caught up on my team now. We're coming off a Super Bowl. Momentum's high right now. Things are high when it comes to fans. We have high expectations. Got a really good team. We did lose some pieces, this offseason, but Howie did the best he could with what little he had to replace those pieces. Have high expectations for Azeez Ojulari, coming over from the Giants. That kid was doing really well last year until he got injured. So, it's pretty much health at this point with him. If he can stay healthy, I think he's going to do really well on this defensive line. We got Nolan Smith. We got Jalen Carter. You got Jackson Hunt that really stepped up there at the end of last year. We just got Campbell in the draft, who's an excellent linebacker. We got Dean. We kept Zach Bond. We got two dynamic corners that were rookies last year that won a Super Bowl in their first year. all around, man, I feel very comfortable. My offense hasn't changed. All my pieces are the same. So, it's going to be a good year.
Okay, and you mentioned somebody without mentioning somebody, and I got to pick your brain about this. For those folks that are Raider fans that don't know, we ended up getting the right hand man of Roseman, who is the general manager for the Eagles. He goes from Philly to the Raiders. He's got a shit ton of management experience working under Howie Roseman. Now he's going to work for Spytech. Anything that you can tell about the gentlemen that we gathered from the Eagles that are going to be working in Vegas as an assistant to Spytech? Anything that you might know? And if I'm throwing something at you and you're not prepared, I
No,
didn't
no,
mean to do
you're
that. I
good.
don't like gotcha questions, but anything that you can tell us about the guy that we picked from the Eagles.
Listen, man, the one thing I can tell you is, as an Eagles fan, we are very strong on our management, and we're strong on our owners. We tell them what we want, and we expect what we want. Um, and it's not like a greed thing. It's just we have high expectations, and we like those expectations to be met. You guys got to realize Philadelphia is a blue collar city. They're very hardworking individuals there and stuff, and they love their sports and they take their sports serious. And you know, I think Howie's mishaps there in 16 and 17, by taking some of the people that he took when he shouldn't have, really made him mature as a GM. And I
Yeah.
believe his downfalls definitely helped the people inside grow together to not make those
Mm-hmm.
mistakes again. You are talking
Yeah.
about probably the best GM in football right now over the last 5 years. To be getting somebody from my organization, I only say that's a plus for you guys, man, because they've done a very good job the last 5 years, and being under Howie, they've learned a lot. So I give it a
Yeah.
plus.
And that was what I was going to say, because I remember those years where people were trying to run Rosen out of town, man. They said this
Yeah.
guy fucking sucks, get rid of him. And I
Mhm.
was quite surprised that he kept his job, because
Yeah.
people wanted to get rid of him. They wanted to get rid of him. And I thought that they might have gotten rid of him. I mean, I didn't hear the news, but then it's like, oh, he's still there? And he did all of those great drafts. Like I said, the guy who got Carter when the Raiders drafted Tyree.
Yeah.
And that is something that people are going to, then use again. You see, the Raiders could have had Carter. Yes, they could have. But if you remember, in
Mhm.
that time, the Raiders were just coming off of the issue with Henry Ruggs
Yep.
speeding Vegas. It was car Vegas. It was manslaughter, murder. I'm not sure whatever if it was murder two or manslaughter,
Plus, you were
and
just
they
coming
did.
off the recent AB stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. All of that stink. All
Yep.
of that stink was there. Okay. Hey, thanks, Ed. Give me a ring up, Ed, and I'll give you that information on for the hotel. But they wanted to make sure that they didn't have the same mistakes,
Yep.
and that is why when Carter was there, because of what was going on at the time, he was still right fresh off of what was going on at Georgia, and they're like, and they think they did the due diligence. I think he was one of the people that they visited, and they were I won't say they weren't scared, but they wanted to make sure that they didn't have the same issues with Jalen Carter. No, no, you're good there, Emac. But Jalen Carter has been great. The entire diamond, from nose tackle to the two linebackers to the one of your corners or safeties, that diamond are all UGA defensive products, and that is
Yes, sir.
made defense solid as fucking hard timber for the Philadelphia Eagles. I want to make sure I say that correctly. And it was because of
No, you
how
were actually breaking my heart a little earlier when you were talking about Philly, because I know you're from there, man. But I've been to a lot of games, I've been to a lot of tailgates, and I was even at the one when we played San Francisco a few years back. In the championship game when we hosted them there in Philly, and they decided to desecrate the Rocky statue with all their bullshit, maroon crap, and they got what they got, and they got their butts kicked, but there was no fights. I mean, hell, dude, we were sitting out there drinking and partying and sharing food with 49er fans. Now, listen, you do have your rare apple in the bunch that is rotten. That you do.
Right.
And every fan base has one. 95%
Yes.
of us, bro, we're just football fans, and we just love our team. We don't care who's there. We're just there to party and have a good time. You know what I mean?
And again, yeah, and I didn't mean to make it sound like, oh my God, because Raider fans have if you talk to everybody,
Man.
Raider fans have got the stink that they're out of Lompoc and Chino and they have a weekend pass. Okay, they're all criminals. Right?
Yeah.
They're all criminals on work release that got out to see the game. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you this, and it's funny that you mentioned San Francisco, because most of the gang, bang, bang shit are
It's San
from
Francisco.
Niner fans. They're
Yeah.
horrible. Horrible.
No, and
But
in
no,
all
I
honesty,
know.
man, I
Yeah,
have
go ahead.
always respected the Raiders. You know that we've had our talks, and the one thing that actually did surprise me, in all fairness, to you guys, and I'm actually surprised that Tom Brady let it happen first and foremost, is Chip Kelly. Like, all right, first off, and the man, he holds a bad taste in my mouth because of what he did to my team. Back in
Right.
13 to the 15. And then he goes and he also
Right.
blows up, the 49ers as well on his way out the door. And
Oh yeah.
obviously, it is known that, and especially from football players, that they felt a little racism towards them. You know what I mean? So I'm just really surprised that Tom dove into that with him. I love your head coach signing and Pete Carroll. I think that is an amazing hire. I think Pete Carroll is going to do wonders for your team, and only teaming him with Geno is even better, because I watched him turn Geno into a very quality quarterback for you guys, and he did great there in Seattle. So I can only expect the same success there. And by the way, that is why I changed my name, because we've been doing this a long time. I've been in this for about 6 years now. I took 2 years off because of personal things, but you know, I changed my name because whenever Eagle people talk, and you might get this sometimes too as a Raider fan, our rep is a lot worse than what it should be. You know, um,
Yeah.
when they see the logo, people stop listening. They just think, oh, it's an ignorant Eagles fan. So I know a lot about this sport. I know a lot about every team, and I took my ego away because it was a lot easier for people to see past the logo. So that's why I went with the reality check, because it's like, hey, sometimes negative things have to be said. It's not that I hate a team. It's not that, I think any dislike towards them because I'm an Eagle fan. I'm being real, because I'd be saying the same shit about my team if it was mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. But well, you're a realist, and you put things out there. You are biased because you are a fan of the Eagles and of the Phillies and all that, but you have your biases, but you're not a blatant asshole bias. Oh, the Eagles are going to be 17-0 and they're going to go undefeated. They're going to have the perfect season, yada, yada, yada. You're not full of shit. And that's why I was telling people, it's like, hey, the Raiders, and even Angelo. Hey, Emma Ramirez, good to see you, though. We're on Instagram. Come on over to YouTube, folks. And thank you, Sarah, for coming in again. It's always good to see Sarah with Chad Harrell. I'm doing my IG broadcast on my phone, because when I put IG on the waves here, it fucking slows it down. It sounds like this. So I just didn't want to do that. That's why I do my IG from the phone. But the thing is that I'm not a homer. I'm not a homer when it comes to things. I mean, I will give you a a view that has my opinion based upon reality and facts and observation. It's not a rose-colored opinion, and that's why I
Exactly.
tell people I think the Raiders their floor right now is seven wins, and Vegas has them at 6.5, and I'm like, good. I need to jump on that before it changes, right?
Right.
So I think they can win 7 easy, and I'm going to Vegas for Memorial Day, so I just will need to stop by a book and throw some money on the 6.5
Yeah.
if that's still there, because I would do that. I think the Raiders can legitimately win seven games easy. I thought the same thing last year when they said that it was like a 6. They had them at 6 last year, and I'm like, oh fuck, that's easy. That's easy. They're gonna win 7 games easy, right? And
Yeah.
we fucking fuck. But that's how. And it wasn't because of biasness. It's like the whole team shit the bed, and that's why they have the makeover that's going on. But I try to act intelligently about things. That's why I was asking Xavier. I said, what am I looking for when I go up to fucking go see a bunch of Pats fans? I know how they went when they were in Vegas twice, and they were I don't want to say they were unruly, but they were in your face. Pats fans were in your face. Eagles fans, when they were out in Vegas, when I was with Jamie, a Philly sports guy, and I met him at the Eagle Hangout right outside my hotel. It was a sports bar, and they were in your face, and they were fun. But that's the fun portion of a game when it's not the game, and that's why
Exactly.
and again, I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly, guys.
Yeah.
People that know that. I don't, but I've been away for what 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
I've been away for 50 years. I've been away for 50 years. So I don't know how walking in to an environment in Philadelphia. I'm not wearing my Philly shirt. I'm not wearing my Flyer shirt. I'm wearing Raider gear. And I'm not sure how and that's why I said I'll hang out with Jamie as much as I can
Yeah.
and other Philly
I
Philly
promise you,
folk
man, you
there.
will be totally fine. Yeah. Listen, like I said, we tend to, for crying out loud, everybody always brings up the Santa Claus bullshit. I'm tired of hearing that, but it is what it is. We have to hold on to it. Yeah,
Hey, Santa had
listen, it's not our fault the guy that was supposed to do it never showed up and they pulled a fan out from the crowd and just, it is what it is. But listen, you get a lot of shit for that, but we're just passionate, man, just like you guys are. It is all fun, it is all
yes.
fair. It's all a party. Like I said, man, if the 49ers can come to Philly and they can make it out alive, Raider fans will be just fine. It's there's
And
no threat in
I
Philly, man.
yes,
There isn't.
I I tell Raider fans, I said, if you are stupid enough to think that you're going to go to the Rocky statue and put Raider things on the Rocky statue, the Raiders will get fucking annihilated.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's bad karma. If you go to
Yeah.
Philly and put your team's gear on Rocky, your team will get their ass whooped. It's happened every time it's happened, right?
Yeah.
When you do
Well,
that, that's just asking for it.
I think one time it did work, but I think it's only been once. But yeah, no, you're right. All
Well,
I know, man,
then
is
I'd have to
that
figure out when. Maybe it was. Yeah, yeah.
all I
It
know
doesn't
is
bode
that
well most of the time. Maybe it was.
I cannot wait for Lambeau, man. And if you're
Go
gonna
ahead.
be there, I can't wait to see you. It's been a childhood dream of mine to always go there, man. Even as an Eagle fan, I know how iconic that stadium is. I mean, out of all the stadiums in the world, that's the only one that hasn't been touched. You know, it's still what it is today. Now, granted, they did add some bleachers onto it and stuff, but it is still Lambeau Field, you know. And
And
on the way there, I'm going to
get
go to
with me.
Canton, and I'm going to stop at
Yes,
Canton.
yes, great. Yeah, that'll be great. I I can't do it. I'd have to fly based upon the schedule. Hey, by the way, Sharif, looking at that Thursday night, because I'm talking to my buddy that's watching on right here. There is the Denver game is the Thursday after the Jaguars in Vegas. Man, unless Sharif has shall we say, really good things going on, I probably will skip that game because it's the Thursday game, and with the schedule being what it is, that's why I might be able to go to Lambeau to see the Eagles at the Packers. I think that would be a fantastic game to go to, and I would be about neutral. I'll probably be root. Yeah, I mean, I probably have Philly in my heart, but because Packers fans are so nice. I can't really say bad things about Packers fans because they're awesome.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. I will be there with my Eagles jersey on, supporting a cheesehead. I'm not going to lie. Like, it is what
yeah,
it, dude. It's
yeah.
Lambeau Field, man. Holy shit. It's iconic. You know what I mean? It symbolizes football in a way. Truly.
I'd be dressed in my Captain Jack shit again.
Right? Yeah,
And
no,
having
it is what it is, man.
yeah. I tell you what, I would much rather go to Lambeau dressed out than, and I say this here, I will, in my right mind, probably never, and I'm going to say this and I mean it, I probably will never, ever again go to Raymond James for any game because of the same thing that I lament about Kansas City and SoFi. The security sucks. The
I believe it.
security sucks. And I don't want to be accosted and have an awful fucked up time because you can't get into their stadium, and and their ADA was their only saving grace was that they gave ADA good things because I got in with a bag that was a little bit larger. They had, the NFL bags. They said that it's NFL standards. They would not let those in because it didn't meet their standards, and that's fucking bullshit, Tampa. If you have a bag that meets NFL standards, and they say, "Well, those are the NFL standards. It's not ours." It's like a fucking postage stamp. You have to have a bag that's like that small. Fuck you. And I couldn't deal with it. But yeah, if get with me, if you haven't got, because my phone number is the same. I told this to Xavier as well. Text me, or if not, Captain Jack Rackham at Gmail.
Okay.
Captain Jack Rackham at Gmail. Give me, and I tell people this, and it's true. If your subject line says "Hey schmuck," is an immediate thing for me to look that I told you to do this, and it's an immediate get this shit done. It's like in the military they used to have.
It's a code. It's a code name.
Flash. Military it says flash. No. If you have your subject line is "Hey schmuck," it means that I need to get. I told you to do it, and I will take immediate rooting into it. And Xavier, if you're still on, give me a "Hey schmuck," Captain Jack Rackham at gmail.com.
But no, I'm going to be leaving Saturday morning. I figured I'll drive out to Canton, spend pretty much Saturday in Canton, do that whole thing because I've never been there. Even though I live in Pennsylvania and I'm so close, I've never been there. It's shameful, I know. But and then I'll do that, and then I'll just drive all the way up, and I might stay in Canton Saturday night. I don't know. We'll see. And then drive to Green Bay the next day. But yeah, it's going to be fun, man.
Well, I see what you're doing, and I don't know maybe what if it goes with your work schedule, but see if you
I
can
do
get
real
a
estate, so
Lambo.
I don't have a work schedule.
Okay, then
Yeah.
see if you can. I'm telling you, see if you can get a Lambo tour. That is whatever the cost is. It's and again, this is from somebody that's never done it
And what's it
because I
entail?
can kick my. It's like I don't know if it's like $50 or $70. You go in and you have a tour guide, and they take you all around the stadium. They take you into the locker room. They show you all of the artwork and all of
Oh,
it. I
okay.
think they show you Lombardi's desk. I mean, I'm spitballing here, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you, everybody that's ever taken it has said that it was one of the greatest things that they had a chance to do. And I didn't get a chance to do it because I came out late for the game. So
Hmm.
if I go back, I'm gonna try to make sure that I will hang out with Steampunk's sister's house again, and go to that game. And because again, the Raiders they're off. I mean, they're off on that Sunday. I wouldn't go full Captain Jack on them,
Yeah.
but because it's probably wear like my overcoat and my hat and be good to, and wear like things underneath it so you'd see the pirate stuff underneath. But I wouldn't go full Jack. But I would be there as Captain Jack and have a ball, and it would be great too.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun, man. I can't wait to tour it. It's gonna be awesome. I have a whole thing planned, but yeah, man. No, it's gonna be a good year. Real quick before, because I know you got to go here soon. How do you have your division playing out? May I ask? Because I have my way of it looking when it's all said and done. But how do you have your division going?
I think the Raiders are going to be obviously better than they were. I mean, 4 wins is inexcusable. I think that the
Yeah.
Raiders can win eight games.
Okay.
To me, they better win at least 7. I think the Raiders can go 8-9, and I keep saying this every year, and maybe one of these years it'll actually come true, where Kansas City comes back to the pack.
That's this year.
No pun intended on the back, and I'm hoping it's this year. And it's going to be between, and I think it's going to be, pardon me, I think that the Broncos are going to make a step forward. I think the Chargers are going to continue to shoot themselves in the foot, but I think that it's going to be the Chargers and the Chiefs fighting for that number 2. And I think the Broncos can make that step forward and beat the Chiefs and win the AFC this year, AFC West. I think it can
Okay,
happen,
we
and I think the
got
Raiders are going to
a
make
tiny
that.
bit different. uh, I see where you're going with that, and I love your Broncos take because I love Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix is going to be a very dangerous quarterback if he continues to grow the way he does. Kid looked phenomenal last year in his rookie year. You know, had some growing pains. Obviously, every rookie goes through it, but kid looked really, really good. I actually think the Chargers win the division this year. You know, in all honesty, I really like what the Chargers did last year with what minimum talent they had. Yeah, I understand Herbert threw more interceptions in that playoff game than he did all season. But hey, it's growing pains in a first year system. We all know how Harbaugh is. You know, he's a really good coach, and I expect a lot more out of them this year. You know, I just saw Harbaugh make a statement the other day. They were like, "Well, what's one thing that keeps you up at night?" And he's like, "Getting Herbert into the Hall of Fame." When you have a quarterback that wants to get a quarterback into a Hall of Fame, dude, you got a pretty damn good head coach. You know, being your teammate right there. So I do like the moves that the Chargers made. I do like the halfback they picked up. Um, we'll see what happens, but I think Harbaugh is going to elevate that team a little bit more this year. I have the Broncos second, in all honesty, because like I said, I really love what Bo Nix is doing over there. And Sean's not a bad coach. Him and Russ just didn't see eye to eye. He has a quarterback now he believes in, and they looked really good at the end of last year. So I'm like only expecting them. Chiefs, I have third. Listen, I think they got a. I think the Chiefs got a moral realization last year in the Super Bowl that they're not as good as what they think they are. And that's kind of what irritates me about Josh Allen and Lamar giving Pat false hope, because in my opinion, the Chiefs should not have been in that Super Bowl last year. You would have had a way better game if it was the Bills or the Ravens. By far a way better game.
Oh,
But
yeah.
for some reason Lamar and Josh Allen just cower to Pat Mahomes and always falter, and it is what it is. But I think the Chargers and the Broncos take that away from them this year. So we're just a little off.
Good.
But
No, and I, like I said, I say hallelujah to that, because I am sick and tired of having Kansas City. I call them the Smugs. When I do my show with I don't do them anymore, and the Chiefs fan that was their subject matter expert, great guy, by the way.
yeah.
And I got a chance to meet him and his wife. I hear they're expecting, which is great, because it couldn't happen to a nicer couple. But I call them the Kansas City Smugs. Their fans, their whole fan. It's just, oh my God! You just want to punch them in the nose. And
Tay made it worse.
Gals, huh?
And Tay made it worse.
What was that? Tay? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, See, I'm not up on.
She made that fan base even 10 times worse, bro. The moment that relationship happened, they even got worse. I'm like, oh my God, they're never going to shut up.
Yeah, I had to think about Tay. Who the fuck is Tay? To me sounds like a wide receiver's nickname or something. Now I know. Yeah. Like who the fuck is that? Tyreek? No, that's not. But no, yeah, I can't stand Taylor Swift either. Cannot stand Taylor Swift. So I'm surprised that she is still with Travis Kelce, because I know that her next album is going to be the Fuck You Travis album once they finally
Are you kidding, bro? You kidding? Travis ain't fucking that shit up, man. That's a bump up to him. She's richer than he is. He ain't fucking that up.
No, it's not. It's not him fucking it up. It's her realizing it's like, I'm with this guy. I can be doing so much better. And so
you're so old.
You're
old, wrinkly balls. Yeah. Remember the Adam Sandler? You're so old.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I think that, and this will be justice. I think that Taylor Swift will kick Kelce to the curb, just like Kelce kicked his last girlfriend, the beautiful black model, kicked her to the curb. I think it'll be justice.
That's a hell of a hot take, man. You should run with that.
You should run with it. I think she's going to kick him to the curb. The old balls. I resemble that remark as well. The old balls from the old guy, and she's going to kick him to the curb, just like Travis Kelce kicked his beautiful ex-girlfriend to the curb. And I was looking at him. I'm like, you gave up that for a twiggy bitch? I'm sorry. I don't see any
the saying,
good
Cap?
looks.
What goes around comes around.
Yes, and yeah, I admit it. I don't really like white girls. I admit see, I like Latinas and Asians, and if they are white girls, I like brunettes and redheads. So you give me and she has no meat, man. She's like bones, which is why I called Giselle Bundchen like fucking what was the He-Man character, the bad person on the He-Man show, Skeletor, right? I think that was like Giselle Bundchen reminded me of Miss Skeletor, because she was just like a twig and had no looks on her. I'm like, ooh, and Brady went out with fucking Bridget Moynihan and knocked her up, right? I'm saying, like, are you fucking kidding me? To go from Bridget Moynihan to her? And the
No,
same thing with fucking
it's funny that you say this, man, because as I've gotten
yeah.
older here, like I said, I'm pushing 40 now. I have found out in my older age, well, mid age here that I'm in, that, dude, I'm really attracted to Irish women and Australian women. Like, I don't know, it's just something about them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's the Irish accent that triggers it, but I'm
Uh-huh.
just saying, man, they're something. You know. So
I let
I
me,
feel
let me
you.
tell you something. Have you been to Australia?
God, I want to.
You go to Australia, and this is true. This is not bullshit.
No,
The Aussie men treat their women like shit.
I hear
They
that.
just they treat them like just fucking baggage. Like that's why call them Sheilas, and they're not even second class citizens. They're third
No.
class citizens. The way the men treat the women. If you go there as an American to Australia and you hang out and you get the Australian, like the Australian blondes are awesome. The Australian redheads are awesome. I used to, when I was there in Australia, I always found the Asian girls that were Aussies, like the Asian Aussies,
Mm-hmm.
love them,
Yeah.
right? That's who I had. But you go to
Like, let me throw
Australia.
one name at you, Captain Nicole Kidman.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying,
I'll
dude.
get
When
you.
she was younger, bro, she was super sexy. She's still sexy.
I'll go with one better. Margot Robbie.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Margot Robbie.
The
Yeah, Nicole
Australian
has it.
women, they got it, man. They got it. It is.
Yes, give me Margot Robbie. I'll take that blonde. I'll be
Yeah.
lucky enough. Where I definitely. Yes, this is sexist. Or it's not the sexist. Call it when a guy is like harping
Do you watch
on
wrestling?
ladies. No, I don't
Oh,
watch
you
wrestling.
don't? Oh man,
No.
there's a female on there from Australia, and they call her mommy. Most wrestling fans listening will know who I'm talking about, but she's an Aussie, and I will be honest, man. I've never really been in the goth. You know what I mean? I've never been into the hard leather biker, like, dark black hair, but bro, because she's Aussie, somehow she makes it look sexy. You know what I mean? And she is one of those women too that will kick your ass as a man. Like she's just that Aussie rough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she's
Yeah, and
amazing, dude.
China comes in with Rhea Ripley, and China knows about
Yep.
is China's persona is based on China, the female wrestler. And did you see China earlier?
Yes, I did.
The
Yeah.
African American. And
Hmm.
I'm China's black. I'm sorry. I'm of that generation. China's black. China's the black girl with the nice tits. And I'm going to say that in a
The
good way.
rose, right?
I
The
know
rose.
she's laughing. The Rose, yes, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and I love her to death. Her hubby's cool, and I knock
Yeah.
on her in a good way. She's awesome, but yeah, China's the
Yeah.
black chick with the nice rack, and China knows about that. So Rhea Ripley, I guess,
No,
is the
dude,
name.
no lie.
There were,
Google it. Google it. Look at her picture.
okay,
She has tattoos all over her.
okay,
She is
got it.
Australian. She's goth, and no, and I can't say she's that way in real life, but she portrays goth as a wrestler, and I, like I said, she just is. It's so sexy. And then, like I said, what got me into the Irish women, and she'll know this one. China, Becky Lynch. Like, dude, she, for some reason, Becky Lynch is super sexy. When she talks, it is just you ever had that woman that you were so attracted to, man, that whenever she talks, it's just like, oh, like it just takes your breath away, like a foreign language. Like, I know some people, when people talk in French, they just gasp because it's like super sexy to them. Dude, Irish women, I found out later in life, maybe it's because I married an Irish woman, I don't know, but yeah, they're sexy, man. They are.
Well, if you're married to one and it's a good marriage, blessings to
Oh
you.
yeah.
If
Oh
you are,
yeah.
yeah, okay. There you go. There you go. That's all I got to say. Good for
No, I have
them.
two kids,
You know,
man. I love my kids. I love my wife, and but no, it's just something you find out later in life. You don't really know. As a kid, you think you know, but you don't.
well, I can honestly say, faith in me God to you, me brother, and Erin go bra, and I can give you my fake Irish accent. Not too bad, I guess.
No.
Yeah, and yeah, kangaroos get treated better in Australia than the women do.
Yeah, no, it's
And
dude, but what a
okay,
beautiful country though, right? Or island.
it
Let's call
is.
it an island. Let's call it an island. It's a country, but it's an
Well,
island.
it's a continent. It
Yeah.
is that big. It is a
It is
continent. So
big. It
it's a big
is.
continent. Yeah. And it's wonderful. When I was there in Australia, like I said, the Aussies were cool. And the women were wonderful, and I treated them well. And it was, oh yeah, here we go. Trying to say
Yeah.
Becky Lynch. I said Becky Lynch and Lyra
Lyra
Valkyria are both
Valkyria.
from.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no, they're
Lyra
amazing,
Valkyria.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, partner,
No, wrestling.
hit me
Hey,
up.
listen, I don't know if you ever did watch before, man, but wrestling's definitely stepped up their game again. They've Triple H has took it to a whole new level. So if you liked it before back in the day with like Mankind and stuff, you should try it out. I mean, I took a 10-year break from it because it really went downhill for a long time, but it's really getting
Partner,
good again.
I'm going to tell you how old I am. Okay, I watched wrestling when Dusty Rhodes was
Great wrestling.
wrestling.
That's amazing.
Dusty,
I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous.
but the thing is that I dropped it after that because it was so fake. Even I knew how
Yeah.
fake it was. But I will say that wrestling has stepped up where there's like more of the soap opera shit to it, which is cool if you're into that. And
Oh yeah,
even
it's
with
men's
The Rock,
90210.
yeah, it was a soap opera. So it's cool if you're going with the. But I didn't have the time to really get involved with what the fuck is going on. So maybe
Yeah.
if I would watch it again, maybe I would because I hear that there are people like I guess Dusty Rhodes' son is now a wrestler
Cody
or
Rhodes.
grandson.
Yeah.
Okay, that tells me I've been away for and Jim Hacksaw Dugan was
Mhm.
there, and those are the guys that I watched, and the Iron Sheik, and I know Sharif will pop
Yeah,
in
but
on
see,
the
that
Sheik.
makes me jealous, though, man, because you're talking about legends who built the industry. Like, I,
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, but these guys you're talking about are very important to the subject.
right, and even when Hulk Hogan and was it oh my God, the Savage and Miss what was the chick? It was Miss Elena,
Oh,
What was Savage's girlfriend's
you
name?
talking about
That
Macho
I can't
Man?
remember. Yeah, his girl was
Oh
Miss
yeah.
something, Miss Becky, Miss Lisa. It was Miss something, and I always thought like they had like a menage a trois. Miss Emily, was it? It was
It might
Miss
be
Miss
Emily. Yeah,
Miss.
dude. What's sad is I just watched that WrestleMania not that long ago, so I should know this, but brain's not as good as
Thank
it
you,
used to be.
Miss Elizabeth.
Miss
I
Elizabeth.
knew there
Thank you.
was an I knew there was an E, so I was getting there.
Yeah.
My old man things, my old man thoughts were close. I was like Emily, Helena. I knew it was one of those old those things. But yeah, Miss Elizabeth. I was like, when I saw them, and because she was kind of like hanging out with Hulk too. I'm like, what do they have like
Mhm.
a menage after the fucking match? I don't know because I just but I just stopped after a while. Partner, I got to get out of here. It's
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's
11:30.
been a pleasure being on here talking with you, man. It's been so long.
Oh,
I've
it's
been gone for a long
always
time,
fun.
but I'm surprised you remember,
Yeah,
man.
come back.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah, because the one time you did, and I'm like, do I know this? And then you said, I used to be, and I'm like, yes. So keep
Mhm.
reminding me,
Oh, you're good.
and hit me up with the email if because I will seriously consider that's a Sunday I can do it because the Raiders aren't playing that Sunday. And
Well,
if
no,
I
it's a
can
Monday
make it
night
happen,
game.
because I want to go. Oh, it's a Monday night game.
Yeah, it's a 7:45 Monday
Oh,
night game.
okay. Okay, well, let me see where it is schedule wise. So it's okay. So it's still, yeah, I can do that because Dallas is the we got the next Monday night game then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dallas is the next Monday night game. So yeah, I can do that. That would be great going from Monday to Monday.
No, I'd love to meet you, man. And by the
So
way, I did see you on the draft night too. That was cool as shit. I was like, I know that guy.
I know that old fuck that's on the camera with the waving at. I know him,
Yeah.
but yeah, it'll be good to meet you personally. Give me an email, and we'll talk. I'll now that I know what the dates are, I will try to make it happen. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll hop back in before then too. We'll talk some more.
Sure. All right, brother. You take care. Best to you and your Irish wife.
Thank you.
Go
I appreciate it. She
And your
just
two
sat down next to
little
me and she looked over because she's like wondering how the fuck does she know I'm Irish.
with the two little blarney kisses that you got out of her, when you were doing her in a good Irish way, and the two kids you got out of her. Faith to be gone and Erin go proud, darling.
Well, see, I'm actually Italian, so she's Irish, so my kids are McWops. It should be a sandwich at McDonald's, honestly. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
To call it the McWop,
I like that.
right?
Yeah,
Be awesome.
that'd be great.
Good sandwich.
I'm sure. Oh well, if it's a good, I don't want to go because with my bad, with the sexual innuendo, don't go with sandwiches with me right now. I know China's already blushing. I know she's already blushing with the sandwich thing because I can make China blush even when she's not on camera. I know she's blushing. So, but yeah, brother, you take care. Hit me up on
You too,
email.
buddy. Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, that's my buddy. That, like I said, used to be with the Philly the Philly logo thing, but yeah, it's the oh my god, he changed the channel, and he said that he was away. Brandon hit me up and said, "Am I coming to Houston?" Yes, I am going to Houston. If I say I'm coming in Houston, then that's up to not up to me. Let's just say that. And Emac, yeah, I love Philly cheesesteak. No onions though. No onions. I don't do onions. Delisandro's, and this is from again Sharif. I want to go up to Philly and eat. I want a pepperoni Philly cheesesteak. Okay, because I've had this made. And it was on like the corners when I was up there when I was, well, God, it was been 20, 30 years ago. And I was driving up there. It was about 30 years ago. Driving up the PA, and you get a local steakhouse, right? And you get the Philly cheesesteak with the grilled cheese, provolone. Thank you. None of that cheese whiz shit. Give me the mushrooms on there. No, and the peppers, because that's great. But put pepperoni on it with some sauce. That's what I want, man. Oh, if I can get that, that would be great. So, and yeah, there we go. See, yeah. Oh shit. I know China was blushing, but and best there. And by the way, thanks for everybody for being here on Thursday. Yeah, you got the old. What is misogynist? That's the word I'm looking for. Misogynist. I'm not. They think I am. I'm very chivalrous when it comes to the point, but I'm the chivalrous misogynist, allegedly. Something like that. But I got to get out of here. It's 11:35. I will be back tomorrow. Check out the show. Myself and Peggy are talking a lot of it's going to be Peggy. What Peggy envisions in the Raider defense and the Raider offense, check out the show. It's either going to be on, and let me see if I can pull it. It's either going to be on, is it 8 o'clock? It might be 8 o'clock. Yeah. See if I can pull it. If it's on 9 o'clock, then it's definitely 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. God, Facebook, will you fucking come in? Jesus Christ. It was, okay, let's go to, I know we were talking about it. Let me get the conversation. God, this is so fucking slow. Oh my God. Please. Okay. Madro, Becky, Veronica, Carmen, Ty, Esther, Wendy. Come on, where's my conversation with Peggy? Really? I got my thing on over there. I think it is probably 8 o'clock. Oh, I know this conversation. Okay. If it's 9 o'clock, it may be 8 o'clock. We'll see. I'm trying to see the conversation I had with Peggy. It's not coming in. Oh, okay. Here we go. Wait. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Friday with Miss Peggy. So we'll talk Raiders. I gotta finish this conversation. There we go. So yeah. The Raider view with Miss Peggy. Y'all take care of yourselves. I'm gonna go out here for Flower Heart's on here. Good to see you, Raider Rosie's World. Good to see you, Raider Rosie. I'm finishing my show, so you people on Instagram, you're just getting the very end of it. I gotta log off. So y'all take care. We will see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come in for a show with Miss Peggy and I talking about the new look. Raiders offense and Raiders defense. Take care, everybody. We'll see you. Bust out.